I think the main characteristic of 2012 has been that it's a much slower economic performance than has been the case for the last several decades. I think protectionism is on the rise. It has been contained to a very large extent, and I think, but still we are now facing a much more serious threat, I think, than we were immediately after the Great Recession in 2008. I mean, the upside is that in many regional agreements, not by any means all, but in many of them, governments have gone further and faster than has been possible in the WTO. On the other hand, the downside of regionalism is that it creates a whole range of crisscrossing agreements. Each member of the WTO on average belongs to 13 separate preferential trade agreements. This is hardly the best way of doing business. Things that are changing rapidly in the environment in which they operate. One of those things is the growth of the middle classes in Asia. Much more demand, much more economic activity in Asia, which will impact on the shape of the supply chains. We are predicting a growth rate for this year of only 2.5% for world exports. That is less than half of the long-term average growth rate of trade, and of course underlying that is slack economic activity in general. The Eurozone is still a real drag on world growth, and in fact its growth in the EU is negative. So that is a major challenge, and until that gets sorted out, I think we're going to see, I mean, the European economy is large enough to have a significant impact across the globe.